Welcome to 7D Game for VR for Vive was the full title. This is I don't know what this is. I feel like that's just me every game I just like, I don't know what this is. I think this is like a painting game of some sort, painting thing of some sort, but I'm not holding down the trigger. Oh, there we go. Okay, weird. It just started out with me drawing, so I was just like infinitely, oh fuck. What? Stop. I'm not doing, oh. So weird. Stop. Oh my god. Oh, that's what's happening. The bindings on this are wrong. So, for those of you who don't know, the Oculus Touch controller has a capacitive sensor in the trigger. You don't have to pull the trigger. It's not used very often. Not a lot of people seem to know about it, which is frustrating. There's some really cool like capacitive sensors and stuff on the Touch controller that just aren't like accessed very often. Like the thumb one, which is frustrating because that could be really cool. But anyways, the binding on this is wrong. Instead of pulling the trigger, you just have to touch the capacitive sensor. And so since I had my finger resting there, I was like, why is it drawing? That's why. That's so funny. Okay. Okay. So I can change colors, right? Painting. My hand is light. But otherwise, I think there's like an ambient light, but otherwise, like my hand is like the only like light source. Entertainingly, there is a little thing attached to the controller that tells me what I can. Whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Oh. Okay. Wait, no. Huh? What? Okay, so all of the buttons, you don't have to press them, you just have to touch them. It's the same capacitive sensor thing. I'm not pressing the Y button, I'm just touching it lightly. And that's enough to get it to trigger. Oh, that's so funny. How did they do that? Usually it's so tricky to get it to work. And like, because the default is pressing it, so when you want to do capacitive touch sensing, it's usually like, it doesn't want to do it. And they've somehow like seemed to have accidentally enabled it for all the buttons. Bizarre. Oh, hello? What the fuck was that? Oh. Why is there like a 2-second delay on that? What? What does that mean? I don't understand. Entertainingly, oh my god, that's hilarious. So I just realized if I touch the capacitive sensor, I draw. But if I actually pull the trigger down, oh, never mind. That was just like a weird hiccup. I could save it. I can undo. Is this one block at a time? Oh no. Drawing, undo, save. Sorry. What? Load. What? Okay. And then I can make it a physics object. A doesn't do anything. A and X don't do anything. And both Y and B, just touching them lightly, do the same thing. Which is so funny. There's like a time... This insinuates that I am selecting something. Okay, now I can... Oh, I can't clear this because it's physics enabled. But I can draw like that. Or like that. Jesus, these sounds. And then a color picker, I would imagine. And then that's it. I mean, okay. It's cool that they become VR, the physics enabled, right? And I think that the hitboxes on them are like accurate, probably because it's all just cubes, right? So you can just do AABB like hitboxes. So it's not actually that hard to do a bunch of like really accurate hitboxes like that. But if this is it, I can't say I'm impressed. I do like that they bothered to add all the bindings and stuff though. But look. Hold on. So I can press the button, right? You can see the button being pressed, right? I don't know if you can see that. So watch. The button, the B, my hand shakes, caffeine shakes. When I press the B button, it goes down, right? Now watch. I'll toggle this on and off without actually pressing the B button. Same thing for drawing, right? Pull the trigger or just touch the trigger. So weird. Bizarre. So bizarre. We've got, oh, I can't drag this slider around, which is annoying. I always hate that when you're like, oh, I want it to be just a smidgen over, like a pixel over. So I have to aim it perfectly. But if I could just drag it into place. So weird. So, I don't know. Is this filling a niche that doesn't exist? I feel like this niche already exists, this block painting thing. My headset power is very low. Even my headset's like, I don't want to be here. It's fine. It's mediocre. The sound effects are incredibly loud. It draws, and it's cool that it can be physics enabled. But like, what was it? There was a painting program that came out recently that used to cost money and then has become free, Open Brush or something like that. Tilt Brush, I think, was the original one, and now it's free. And there's like a whole bunch of different versions of it because the code is open source, and so a bunch of people have made multiplayer versions, and people have made it like more compatible with things and just like improve the UX, and some people have like added like a fuck ton of features, right? And so all of those different versions are building on an already pretty solid like painting thing. This is like, the Google Blocks thing, basically, except in a void that you can't change with an incredibly limited amount of options. And like, so weird that it's touch and not like actual button presses. So bizarre. So weird. I don't know. I give this a 1 out of 5, a 1.3 blocks out of 5. It's functional, right? It is functional. My bar for what is a good game and bad game is so wildly lowered because I've encountered games that just don't even work. But yeah, sure, it's functional. It does, I guess, what it set out to do, which was to make like a painter where you could paint with blocks, but also make those things physically enabled. But I can't move around, right? I feel like conceptually this is really close to like almost like a Lego thing, right? Where you could draw like in the Legos and then like have physical pieces that you could move around and like play with that. That could be cool. But this feels like barely a prototype of something. So yeah, like a 1.2, I guess. 1.2, ba-ding, ba-ding.